What's going on, people? It is the opinionated Gooner, aka the OG. Hope you guys are staying safe out there as well. I hope you guys are also enjoying your weekend, Just another disappointing performance again from this Arsenal team. Arsenal 0, Everton 1. I said it in my preview. I'm not upset really. I'm not really upset anymore because you just know with Arsenal, you just know. Um, I just felt like this week there was just a lot of pressure on Arsenal in terms of the whole Super League nonsense. It was just too heavy, man. It was just too heavy. Albeit as well, we did have some injuries and absentees and stuff like that, the likes of Aubameyang, Lacazette. Um, it is what it is, man. But I said it ultimately in my preview, we weren't going to win this game. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. Another record broken again. I think, Everton haven't beaten us at home for donkey's years. I think maybe even before I was born. So, just unwanted things again as usual. At first, to be fair, I thought we started off decently. There wasn't really much between us and Everton. I mean, towards the end of the first half, they started to get into the game, Sigurdsson hitting the crossbar and stuff like that. But, again, we're just not good enough, man. We're just not good enough, really. I was worried about having, again, I said this in my preview, I was worried about having Xhaka as the left back, man. It ultimately cost us, in that second half. But in the first half, though, VAR again, what can somebody do, man? Your armpit hair can be offside and all that kind of jazz. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? All these fake lines that they're adding. But there was an incident where I think Pepe was supposedly offside. Essentially gets him behind. The ball comes to Ceballos. Ceballos gets tackled in the box. It's a penalty, or what we thought was a penalty. And yeah, VAR looked at it. It wasn't a penalty to them. But VAR is just it's not really good for the game, It is still human error, as we all know. But it's not really working, I'm afraid. VAR's not really working this season, and I do hope that they really improve on it come the next season. Probably get more experienced referees, get the likes of people like Howard Webb and stuff to constantly be working around this. Maybe even have more than a few people, watching. Maybe even add some football players to the panel too. I don't know, but something needs to change with VAR for sure. Also as well, actually, before I carry on with this review, a lot of people had been mentioning about the whole thing of look how everybody wants to support against the ESL, the European Super League, but when it came to racism, nobody really wants to support. As soon as people started saying that kind of thing, it's so funny that we saw a ridiculous advert before the game even started to do with racism. Getting these people to just read out lines. You can even see some of them. I saw people like Wes Morgan just he's reading from something, Instead of really getting these guys to really speak from the heart with regards to the advert would have meant so much more with regards to ending racism. But again, this nonsense of, yeah, you know what, because people have spoken about it now, yeah, let's just go and do that. When these were the things that you should have been doing from a very, very long time ago. So, the Premier League, for me, when I saw that advert, I'm sorry, it was a disgrace. You know, getting all of these Wes Morgan, Tyrone Mings, Jordan Henderson, you know. I just thought it was a disgrace, man. It had to take people to mention that, you know, you're not showing an importance in terms of human rights as opposed to a European Super League. It took people to say that in order for you lot to say, oh, you know what, let's just scramble to say something about racism. Let's just do something about it now. You know, I personally thought it was a disgrace. I don't know about anyone else, but when I saw that, I just thought you lot are just dickheads, man. The Premier League are just dickheads, man. Just pathetic rubbish. You know, not even like I think what hurt me the most was that they weren't even speaking from the heart. They were genuinely reading from a script. You can see in their eyes. Just watch anytime like people do certain adverts and stuff. Just watch where their eyes are. Watch where their eyes are moving towards. Some of them can't hide it. You know? Absolutely rubbish, man. Absolutely rubbish. Like, imagine they're telling you what to say. They're telling a black man what to say with regards to racism for their advert. When really and truly stuff like this you should be saying certain things from the heart. That's what makes makes a real emotive advert for me. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, just back to the game, man. That was just a mini rant on that garbage that I saw. But yeah, back to the game though, man. You know, just not good enough, really. It wasn't good enough, you know. Nketiah, you know, he's just not. Nketiah is so limited. It's unreal. That's why I would have rather started Martinelli. You know, I'm not a fan of Nketiah. I have to be honest, man, because he's a very, very limited player. I think Nketiah would be able to play well if it was like a 4-4-2 formation. Someone that can help him within the box. He can be the poacher. Then maybe you can have another striker that's quite clinical in the box as well as outside of the box. But it doesn't work for him to be the sole striker. It doesn't work. You know, why Arteta is making these silly decisions, you know, bringing on Martinelli in the second half when really and truly, you know, Nketiah did nothing in the first half for me. Nothing. You know, it's not good enough for me, really. It's not good enough. It's not. You know, bringing on the likes of Willian when, yeah, man, I'm kind of losing like the small hope that I had for Willian. Like, just bring on Reece Nelson. Just do something different, Arteta. Something different. Why are you bringing on? What is Willian going to do? You know, making late decisions again as usual, Arteta. You know. You know, the only shining light was that Odegaard came back from his injury that he had during the international break. That was the only positive. But, you know, we got what we deserved, essentially. You know, Arteta, just not smart, really. You know, having a left back such as Xhaka, who's actually not a left back, when bearing in mind you're playing a really technical side and a really, really good side in Everton. You know, and we got punished for it. You know, again, in my preview, I warned about Richarlison. I warned everyone. You know, you went past Xhaka with ease in that second half. You know, it was it was rubbish. It was as if he went past somebody that played like playground football in secondary school. You know, like Xhaka, like you couldn't even really put in a tackle pass like for Richarlison. I just thought it was a disgraceful attempt to try and even tackle Richarlison, but essentially Richarlison went past him. He's trying to cross the ball in and it just went in between Leno's legs. I don't know what Leno, I don't know. I've looked at that several times. I don't think it took a deflection off of Mari, you know. I just think it just went underneath Leno's legs. I don't know what Leno is doing. And I've just defended this guy, maybe even blindly. What is he doing? What is he doing, Leno? You know, you go and buy a keeper like Leno who made so many mistakes prior to coming to the Premier League. What is this recruitment team doing? What are they doing? It's just a waste of time, man. It's a waste of time, man. It is what it is, you know. Arteta making ridiculous decisions. You know, it's clear that there's something wrong with Martinelli. Martinelli can't get good few run of games starting. I don't know what's happening there. You know, maybe Arteta was saving him for the Europa League semi-final next week. I don't know. We'll definitely see, but I will not be surprised if we start Nketiah. I can tell you that. But yeah, again, just another disappointing performance again from Arsenal. Just lacking intensity and stuff like that. I know obviously this whole Super League stuff has happened, but you know, this is Arsenal really. And you know what's sad about that whole thing, right, is Everton came out with a statement basically saying the big six in the Premier League that wanted to participate in the European Super League are a disgrace. I think it was Farhad Mashiri that said it. And just before the game started, he's all busting jokes with Vinay in the box. It's embarrassing. Vinay just smiling with him. It's just embarrassing. They've just told you that this club is a disgrace. And not only that, they came here and beat us. You know? Rubbish. I don't have the energy to be going mad. I'm gonna, trust me, there will be a lot more emotion come Thursday, I promise you. If we don't do anything on Thursday, the madness that's gonna come out of my body, man. May God help Arteta and this team if they lose. May God help them. I'm being serious, but I'm gonna just allow it now because, you know, as I've maintained constantly is that even though there is a chance in getting into the Europa League, or European places within the Premier League, I've always said we're going to finish 10th, man. We're going to finish 10th. It's facts. So I'm not necessarily angry. I'm not really surprised because Premier League, it just seems like we don't do anything. And, you know, outside of the Premier League, sometimes we have good chances to win things. Maybe they are just a cup team, cup side, you know, with a cup manager. But for me, I highly believe that we're regressing as a team, as a football club, as everything, really. We're just regressing, and it's not good, man. It's not good enough. But what I will end it on, where there were the protests on that Friday, just before the game. You know, it was all great and all. I didn't go personally, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's really great to see. But let's just see what happens come the next week. Will this continue, or will it just be a thing of we do it now and then that's it? You know, we leave it be. I do hope that it can be until the end of the season, every week, protesting. Hopefully it does do something, but, you know, I have to be honest. You know, Stan Kroenke probably was in America when this was happening anyway. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. There could be 10 billion Arsenal fans protesting. There's no way Stan Kroenke will give it up unless something drastic happens. And I don't even know what is drastic enough for Stan Kroenke to give up this Arsenal. It could even be relegation. It could well be relegation. Imagine Arsenal in my lifetime getting relegated. God forbid. Wow. That's when I just end watching football altogether. I'm done. I'm done. But I guess on a positive note, I mean at least a lot of people came together to really voice their opinions on the Cronkies, you know, to get them out. We want them out. And for me, I want everyone out at this point. I'm sorry. Cronkies, Arteta, 90% of the players. Who will go first? Who will go first? Maybe come Thursday we'll find out, man. Maybe come Thursday we will find out. But yeah, just another disappointing performance again from Arsenal. I might as well just grade them now. I'm not gonna do a separate video for all of this. Simple facts, you know, they didn't really get into the groove of things. Albeit there were some injuries and stuff. But Arteta, again, not making the right decisions, not making the right substitutions at the right time, bringing on the wrong players, you know. Could have just given Reece Nelson a good, like, he's more of a proper winger than Willian is now. Willian is old. You can't have this man on the wing. Willian is old. He's not the Willian that was at Chelsea. That guy is dead. The guy has died. This is Williamson. This is who he is now. Williamson. That's him. He doesn't exist anymore, Willian. He don't. You know, so with all of that being said, man, the grade immediately is an F minus. Pathetic. Pathetic. The grade is not even good enough to be an F. It's an F minus. In fact, you know what? No. Forget even F. They're just a U. Ungraded. Forget it. Forget it. That's it. They're ungraded, man. Ungraded. Just pathetic performance, you know. Useless tactics from Arteta. You know, why he didn't have Saka as the left back for me, I don't know. I don't know. Xhaka is a much better midfielder than he is left back. It was clear to see. When you're playing good technical teams, how can you have Xhaka as your left back? How? Even he could have put Cedric there if he needed to. Or, if need be, just do a back three. Just do a back three. If you have to. You know, just not good enough, man. Not good enough from everyone involved, man. Just rubbish, you know. Just rubbish. Just rubbish. So, I'm going to end the video there, man. We'll be back next week with regards to this Europa League semi-final against Villarreal. You know, the Unai Emery derby. Huge game for Arsenal, man. Huge game. Arteta is so close to getting sacked. It's unbelievable. Or he should be close to getting sacked because Premier League is done. Europa League now, we've got to just put all our eggs in that one basket, you know, and try and get ourselves into the Champions League that way. But guys, I'm going to keep it moving, man. Make sure you guys like, share and subscribe. Turn on your notifications and all that other good stuff. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Peace.